Alright people, Catfish Dave here, December 6th. It's a fairly mild night, considering it has been pretty cold. It is 4 days after I filmed the using catfish for catfish video, and I still had some of that blue cat left. Now I'm not in the greatest spot to be fishing for numbers of fish, or even big fish. I'm at a comfortable spot, and I just wanted to give this catfish another shot. Now the difference is the first night I used it, I caught a 51-pound catfish on it. I caught a smaller 15-pound catfish on it. Now I caught 6 catfish that night, but 4 of them was on skipjack. Now it really wasn't a fair fight because I had caught 3 fish on skipjack before I ever even threw the catfish in the water. And when I did, I just had it on 1 rod for most of the night. You know, I did catch 2 fish on it. I'm wanting to do a little more experimenting. Probably not the best choice of places to be because I am in a shallow cove, and what's happened is the water has receded. There is going to be no hot bite like when I made that video or the video before. It's going to be a very slow bite. It's not impossible for something to be lurking out there. There is a hole just to my right that I've got 1 bait in. And typically this place produces fish throughout the winter. It's a shallow, muddier bottom, tends to accumulate a lot of shad all winter long. And there always seems to be blue cat around. Comfortable spot, easy to get to, truck's right behind me. So I'm giving this catfish another shot. There is a hole out there to the right, and I hit it. Now these 3 pieces of catfish are just kind of scattered throughout this cove. When the night is active, I pick up blue cats all across this thing, all the way up into 3 foot of water to the left. Now with this water drop, maybe what few fish are still around are not active and are laying in that hole out there. We'll find out with that piece of crappie. I have had a lot of success on crappie during the cold water periods, and we are in the cold water period. 4 rods out, 3 with some 4-day-old blue cat, 1 with a fresh chunk of crappie right out there in that hole. See what happens. So far the bite is slow. There's water out there, there's got to be catfish, that's all I know. Water drop is typically bad, and that's what we've just had. Last video I caught it on the rise, I caught me a prize. Tonight I'm out on the drop. So far it's been a flop. Have I heard a clicker? No, I have not. One thing I've learned, patience is key. It is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Gotta take the good with the bad. Didn't have no skipjack. Catfish and crappie's all I had. It's all part of it. One night you come out, you wear them out. Another night it's like a catfish drought. Can't get a bite, ain't a fish in sight. Might not get one if I stay till daylight. After tonight, I may not look like no catfish champ, just pacing back and forth for hours next to the Concord boat ramp. Just doing some time, thoughts pondering in my mind, hoping a big fish will come along and get on my line. This place could be stacked up with fish, and they simply got lockjaw. They might have fed up good earlier in the day. Who knows? All I need is 1 really good fish. I'll call it a video. I'm not even getting little bites. No dinks, no channel cat, no turtles, not a peep on 4 rods. Got my baits pretty spread out from shallow to a deeper hole to the right. Something ought to bite. It is a dinky old blue kit. There went a good piece of crappie. Just hooked up on the catfish. And this one's a real fish here. Ain't no dinky dink here. This is a nice fish right here. I'm surprised I haven't heard my clickers go off from him tangling up my other lines yet. He's went over 2 of them. I believe there might be something to this using catfish for catfish bait. Yeah. Woo. There's what's left of my bait. Been sitting out there about 2 hours in a shallow, muddy bottom. Not many fish in here tonight, but again, even though it's been a lethargic bite, this is my second time using the catfish. And although I haven't caught a lot of fish tonight, The reality is that both times I used it, the biggest fish came on a piece of catfish. That fish was fairly shallow. I probably caught him in about 5 foot of water. I get a lot of that in the winter. Catching catfish on catfish. Alright people, been out here another hour and it's a very slow night. Even though it is slow, one thing I do know is I caught another good fish using catfish for bait. In the springtime, skipjacks are fairly easy. In the fall, I can get them fairly easy. But when they're not easy, you can spend a whole lot of time, a whole lot of money, a whole lot of wear and tear on your vehicle trying to chase down these skipjacks. 2 trips out using catfish for bait, and the 2 biggest fish came on catfish. You know, what is this all about? I'm about to find out, because I'm going to do it again. Tonight's situation was totally opposite from last video. Fishing shallow right after the water dropped. I knew it wasn't the best place to come, but it was comfortable. I still had some catfish left over. And twice now, it's proved to me that a big fish will eat it. All this time, I'm running around looking for hard to find skipjacks. I could be fishing for a big catfish, because it's easy for me to go out here and catch a 3 or 4 pound blue cat anywhere in the Tennessee River, any time of year. It's extremely easy. Might not have been no skipjack here today, but that first catfish I caught on this video was a legit bait. Of course, I plan to release all big fish, all trophy fish, but these little old dink blue cats are a dime a dozen. This is something I'm going to look into. It's something I'm going to keep trying. And if this works out, this is going to save me a whole lot of driving and a whole lot of crying, chasing them finicky, hard to find skipjacks. $27 for a pack of 4 skipjacks at Big Fish Outfitters. And then it's frozen. I hate frozen bait. Stay tuned for future videos, because I'm going to continue in this catfish for bait experiment. So far, I'm real happy with the results. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.